take us back to I was like, what's the biggest question that I have for you? And that's, why are you qualified to write a book? Let's talk about your history.
Okay, so why am I qualified to write this?
Yes.
So, let's talk about, what inspired it was actually Eric Bischoff, which is funny because Eric doesn't want to be interviewed for this book. My guess is because obviously he has a podcast, but also, I don't know. I mean, he gets blamed a lot for kind of the downward spiral that the company experienced, TNA.
I've never heard that before. How could
Yeah,
that
well,
be?
because a lot of people will say that when he came in and Hogan came in, they started to overspend and they caused financial distress. But the way I see it is, if you're kind of in that position, why not kind of own your narrative and tell your own story rather than people telling your story? But I did interview Garrett Bischoff, Eric's son, and he was delightful, as well as Jason Hervey, who was Eric's business partner and also from the Wonder Years. Rather than just sitting around waiting for someone else to do it, I've interviewed a ton of celebrities in the past, best-selling authors, musicians, The Kiss, Journey, Melissa Manchester, Barry Manilow, etc., Kiefer Sutherland. And I thought, well, I'm used to interviewing people. I write for a living. So why not just combine those two things with my passion for wrestling and write the book I want to read? In a business that's built around trust, and that a business that used to be kind of cloaked in secrecy, they need to know, okay, Michael's talked to people who I consider friends, who I trust, and they'll sometimes go to those people and say, hey, is this guy okay? Like, should I talk to him?
Yep.
Because they want to make sure I'm not going to tarnish them, the industry, or the company, and I totally get that.
I will be curious to hear Dafphney's story more in depth. I'm sure that you have told than other rags have reported, so that we really hear what's going on. Do you feel like you got a pretty accurate, between her and the attorney, do you feel like you got a pretty accurate representation of what happened?
Oh, absolutely. And one that's even more, or not more interesting, but it's going to be explored as well, as Conan. I don't know if you know, but Conan had sued the company for racism and had there was a settlement there too.